Hi, this is Jared with the Cool Guys out of Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going to show you how to clean a flame sensor. Really, most homeowners probably don't have any business doing this because it might get a little dangerous. But if you feel comfortable doing it, then you're welcome to follow along and see if it's something you might want to do. If you look down in here, we got a rod that's getting orange, like red hot, and that's going to be your igniter. That's going to ignite the gas. So you're going to see the flames light up. Then they shut right back off. That is usually due to a dirty flame sensor. It could be other things too, but a dirty flame sensor is going to be the #1 cause for, if you see that happening, it's most likely going to be a dirty flame sensor. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the switch over here on the side, shut the furnace off. Where I just showed you where the igniter was, so you're going to see an igniter on one side, and that's going to be the thing that just glowed red hot a second ago. On the where the gas comes into this gas valve here, goes all the way around, and at the very end of the line here on this last burner, on most furnaces, you're going to see another rod sticking down in front of these burners, and that's going to be your flame sensor. And with those flame sensors, they tend to get dirty because when this fire ignites, fire pulls oxygen and air to it. So it's going to pull all the dust in the air right through there. The dust is going to get stuck to this flame sensor, then it's going to get fried on there. Especially if you have like your furnace in a laundry room, and say your dryer vent is a big deal, because like if you have a lot of dust coming out of your dryer vent from a clogged dryer vent or something, then you're probably going to get more dirty flame sensors. Anyways, to clean the flame sensor, like I said, first you turn the power off. You're going to want to come over here. There'll be a little wire going right to the top of the flame sensor. You pull that wire off. And with this one here, it's just going to be a 1/4-inch screw here, hex head screw. So you're going to want to get 1/4-inch nut driver or whatever type of screw is holding it on. Most of them are just going to be a 1/4-inch nut driver you're going to need with one screw. You'll undo the screw there, pull that out. Pull your flame sensor out. That's your flame sensor. This one has some carbon buildup on it, you can see. The best thing to clean it with is going to be emery cloth. It looks like sandpaper, but it's not sandpaper. The actual grit on here is made of metal, so we're using metal to clean the metal. If you use sand to clean it, then you might get a silica buildup on there, and that, once the sand stays on the rod here and then gets heated up, it's going to insulate the rod. So it's basically going to do the same thing what the carbon was just doing. So get emery cloth, take and shine that rod up, get all that carbon off there. See, now that's pretty nice and shiny. Another thing you might want to check for is make sure that this porcelain here isn't cracked in any way. If it's cracked, then it's probably going to read, it's not going to read very well, and it's going to also act like it's just a dirty flame sensor. So anyhow, once you have it cleaned up, put it back in here. We're going to get our screw back in. Put the wire back on top here. Now let's see what happens when we turn the heat on. Got our igniter glowing over here, getting ready to ignite the gas. ignition, and the flames keep running. So now that the flame sensor is clean, it senses that the flame is there, so the gas stays on. It's just a safety device here, the flame sensor. Keeps you running, and then you should be good to go.